Finland's artillery modernization is no mere procurement program. It is a deliberate reshaping of how a northern nation intends to hold territory, deter aggression, and sustain combat operations in Arctic conditions. The Finnish iteration of the K9 Thunder, locally named Moukari, has become the heavy fire backbone of this approach, bought in quantity and adapted to endure snow, ice, and severe cold. Finland originally acquired a core fleet and exercised options that could bring total numbers to roughly 96 chassis. The vehicles in Finnish service are formally designated 155 PSH K9 Fien and receive domestic modifications before fielding. That heavy backbone is being complemented by a parallel domestic effort to field a wheeled, highly mobile 155mm gun system. Patria's ARVE project, an acronym standing for Artillery on Vehicle, has moved from concept into prototype and now into live firing trials. The ARV is conceived as a lower logistics, road and bridge-friendly complement to tracked heavy guns, quicker to deploy on long road marches, cheaper to operate per kilometer, and optimized for shoot-and-scoot counter-battery warfare in the more populated and infrastructure-rich theaters of southern Finland. Patria announced successful test firings for ARV in mid-year, underscoring that the vehicle is no longer a paper solution, but an emergent capability. The coexistence of K9 Moukari and Patria ARVE is not accidental, it is doctrinal. Finnish planners are engineering a two-tier artillery posture, combining deep, sustained fires with rapid, dispersed response fires. Tracked K9 systems deliver endurance, protection, and long-range precision that shape operational depth and attrition. Wheeled ARV platforms offer operational reach across the road network and a lower logistical footprint that favors dispersed force posture and resilient distribution. This duality answers a central Finnish requirement: survive and contest at scale across a vast northern theater, while retaining the agility necessary in a networked NATO environment. Industrial sovereignty is a second, equally strategic dimension. The Finnish approach has been to acquire mature foreign designs, but perform national modifications and life cycle work domestically. Millog, a Finnish defense maintenance and modification specialist, won a contract to implement national modifications to 48 K9 systems, with work scheduled through the year 2030. The contract value publicly reported for the upgrade batch was €8,100,000, and the work explicitly aims to embed sustainment skills and parts production inside Finland rather than leaving key nodes of the supply chain offshore. That domestic work strengthens wartime sustainability. Under stress, a nation that can repair, upgrade, and adapt its own weapons will hold a material advantage over one that cannot. Operationally, the choice to combine tracked and wheeled deliveries reflects a sober appreciation of Finland's geography and seasons. Northern and eastern sectors with deep snow, bogs, and sparse road networks favor tracked, heavily protected platforms that can carry heavier ammunition loads and operate with relative independence from road infrastructure. Conversely, the southern theaters, with denser transport corridors and urbanized terrain, reward wheeled systems that can quickly reposition along arteries, exploit bridges, and reduce wear on delicate tracked logistics fleets. The two-tier model thus reduces single-point dependence. If weather or attrition reduces mobility for one class of platform, the other can assume mission sets better suited to remaining infrastructure. This redundancy is a deliberate risk management choice. Tactically, K9 Moukari brings to Finland the capacity for sustained, high-volume, long-range interdiction. Its combination of protection, Ammunition stowage and integration with modern fire control gives commanders the ability to shape enemy avenues of advance and sustain counter-battery duels. At the same time, ARVE and analogous wheeled guns convert the concept of artillery from a static backbone into a distributed tactical asset for rapid reaction forces. The result is a graduated palette of fire options, deliberate and attritional at depth, ephemeral and precision-timed at the front. That palette is precisely what the Finnish Defence Forces require for a posture whose primary objective is denial and attrition, not conquest. From a logistics perspective, the Millog modification program matters as much as the guns themselves. Domestic modifications reduce foreign supply dependencies, accelerate repair cycles, and create skilled employment in sovereign maintenance tasks. The Finnish decision to localize upgrade work through a firm embedded in national defense industrial strategy illustrates a broader lesson for mid-sized states. Hardware without homegrown sustainment is a brittle hedge. Moreover, the practical effect in wartime is tangible. A nation that can cannibalize, refurbish, and adapt vehicles on home soil shortens the distance between attrition and replacement. Internationally, Finland's evolving artillery architecture offers exportable lessons. Nations with long internal lines, mixed terrain, and variable infrastructure can benefit from a mixed fleet that balances heavy tracked guns for endurance with wheeled platforms for tempo. For NATO, a Finland that fields both K9 and ARVE strengthens alliance firepower diversity and resilience. Each system brings complementary capabilities to coalition operations and complicates an adversary's targeting calculus. In coalition training and exercises, a mixed Finnish artillery wing can demonstrate how to synchronize deep fires with dispersed rapid response units, a valuable template for partners with similar geographies. There are risks and caveats. Wheeled systems cannot substitute for tracked protection in severe Arctic conditions, and over-reliance on road mobility can create predictable avenues for counterstrikes and interdiction. Conversely, a purely heavy-focused arsenal risks slow operational tempo and excessive strain on logistics. Finland's pragmatic answer, procure both, domestically modify and integrate within a networked C2 architecture, mitigates these single-mode failures but demands disciplined doctrine, maintenance capacity, and munition standardization across platforms. The next 5 years will be decisive in how well those pieces are aligned. For an audience that follows defense industrial policy as closely as platform performance, the K9 versus ARVE debate crystallizes a strategic truth. Modern defense is not a binary choice between firepower and mobility. It is an exercise in portfolio design. Finland's investment in Moukari and its parallel development of ARVE demonstrate a country building a resilient, layered artillery posture, suited to its environment and alliance commitments. That posture will shape Finnish deterrence for years to come, and it offers a compact, replicable model for other states, wrestling with the same strategic trade-offs in an era of renewed great power competition.